The meaning of the movie author Orpheus to read for minutes published 9.09. 2021 updated 9.09. 2021 actress Vera Kolodnaya is quite a well-known personality in the expanses of Russia, so she is devoted to quite a lot of cultural works of art. One of them is the movie Slave of Love, which premiered in 1975. Director Nikita Mikhalkov created a story that shows the main episodes of the fate of Vera Kolodnaya. The plot tells about the revolution of 1918, when the Bolsheviks invaded the territory of Moscow. In the south of the country everything is still more or less calm, so there the director's group finishes shooting the movie, in which Olga Voznesenskaya takes part. The movie group has nothing to do with the political events that take place on the territory of their country, because they have long since come to terms with it. The cameraman alone discreetly writes off the film in order to film the deeds of the whites on it, in order to then release these videos for the propaganda of the Red Army. Olga Voznesenskaya is a very popular actress, but her eyes fall on the very operator Pototsky. After getting to know him better, she gets acquainted with his political beliefs. Then this very politics will play a cruel joke on her, her favorite man will be killed in front of her eyes, and the Red Army soldiers will be shot. Voznesenskaya becomes a hostage of the underground. She is sent by streetcar to the city center to save her from death. This was to be followed by a carriage driver, but he gets off the streetcar to tell the white guards that there is a revolutionary in the carriage. A chase ensues, the outcome of which is not difficult to predict. What is the point of this movie? It is quite simple. War and politics are incompatible with a calm human life. Such races have nothing to do with love, understanding, worrying about the well-being of a loved one. Politics was created to quarrel all people with each other, and nothing is left of its original meaning as the basis of the structure of the state. There is too much farce, lying in the desire to gain as much power and money as possible in modern politics. At the same time, the basic needs of ordinary citizens, who have nothing to do with politics and the leadership of the country, are leveled. A person who comes in contact with dirty politics in any way will never be able to free himself from its shackles and wash himself of this filth. He will constantly be drawn to the political trough, intrigues and conspiracies. Information about a person as a politician will constantly haunt him, and it will not always be something positive. When a person gets into politics, he gets his whole family involved, and one wrong move will be a threat to his children, spouse. Politics is a danger, and the plot of the movie shows it very well. Olga suffers because of her love. She knew Pototsky completely, touching all his spheres of life. Personal political preferences were also known to Olga. She was genuinely interested in his life, for which both later paid for. Olga could not exclude or not accept this moment in her lover's life, because without it Pototsky would no longer be who he was to Olga. Political views are often a bone of contention even between the closest of kin. How many families don't talk to each other because they voted for different candidates in an election? How many people have had a fight when they found out their friend chose the wrong candidate? Sometimes you get the feeling that elections and similar involvements of the citizen society are mostly created not to decide the fate of the country, but to quarrel the population of the country even more. Because of this, people's cohesion suffers and their readiness to fight back in time, if suddenly the new government starts doing things that are contrary to the normal life of an ordinary person. Because of political views, a lot of talented people suffer, who could really bring quite a lot of wise cultural works of art to the world. But they were oppressed or kicked out of the country, creating unsuitable conditions for them to live and further develop their creativity in the same vein. Politics is a phenomenon that brings not only power and access to the state budget, but also grief, pain and constant worry to family and friends.